I do also want to say some of the same things I've said before when people come and ask about hybrid meetings. I feel very strongly, and I've spent a lot of time looking at the Open Meetings Act. It is not a good thing to presume that because you can't find something in the Open Meetings Act that prohibits something, that you can create something that it's silent on. It's not, you don't have the ability to create a capability that was not anticipated when the act was designed. It has to be answered and ruled upon. And I think we need to do what I thought we needed to do back in July, which is ask the Attorney General to make a statement on Open Meetings Act and the validity of hybrid meetings or remote public input for in-person meetings. I've heard the same comments from the public when people talk about statewide commissions and how they operate here. They have special rules that they operate under, so I don't assume and I would not assume that Batavia is actually doing something that is allowed under the Open Meetings Act. They're doing something, but I don't think it's a settled question whether what they're doing is in fact legal or not. So the person who commented on that is speaking to it without legal knowledge. So I encourage us either as the city, or I would willing to do this as a council member, send a note to Kwame Raoul and ask him to make a statement on this, because that's the process that you go through when it's unclear what the legislature's intent was, and it may not be discernible sometimes, but that's the way you go about it. So
I just want to kind of piggyback on what you were saying about the OMA rules regarding hybrid meetings. The fact of the matter, in my opinion, I would qualify that, the OMA, the way we've been doing our city council meetings has been definitely approved by OMA, and nothing else after that. And there's not, just because there's nothing saying that you can't do it doesn't mean that there's any that you can do it. And I think that even how we have our meetings is really more at the discretion of the body that is holding the meeting. We just have to make sure it's public and that it's open, and that's what it is. And people can still send emails, people can still send somebody to read for them even, and there's nothing stopping that kind of input. So it is not one of these kind of situations where there's no input because of one's inability to maybe make it personally to a meeting, because you can still send us an email. We still look at the emails. Regarding the mic is a removable wireless mic. If a person that is, when you talk about disabilities, take it off the stand, and you can still sit and talk with it. I know a little bit of something about sound, so you can take it off, and there's nothing keeping anybody with any particular disabilities or anything from just taking the mic off the stand and using the mic. That's a good thing, a wonderful thing about wireless mics.